Thunder trailing by 11. Kemp passes to Durant, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Butler attacking.
Yeah, Butler, just a natural leader. He's someone whose teammates look up to, a polished scorer who also plays tough defense.
The first one falls.
2 shots.
And so Butler nails both of them. 1:07 left in the game. It's Durant on the wing. Takes a 3. Drills it from outside. KD's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Thunder.
The confidence of Kevin Durant. He gets it and takes the shot. Very simple. Catch and shoot, baby.
Oklahoma City foul. Gary Payton. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Free throw good. Arenas. And good on the second, so he makes them both. There's 49 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Durant for 3. Rebound, Washington.
What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
And Sean Kemp picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. Both teams will make substitutions. And so he makes both from the line. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. In the corner, George with it. Haywood kicks to Williams. Thomas with the block. With it, Williams picks him up.
Oklahoma City foul call. Gus Williams. First personal foul. 4th team foul.
That one is off.
Antonio Daniels. 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. Tries to keep it alive. Lewis got the loose ball, but that will be a backcourt violation.
Know who he be. Devil with a dove and a bun and a dream and a manicure nail as I drown in the deep. I wanna be move like a freak.
This is it. Opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Chicago Bulls as they go up against the Utah Jazz. Here with Clark Kellogg and Mike Fratello, I'm Kevin Harlan. And getting the inside reporting from the sideline, it's David Aldridge. Well, Mike, tonight the culmination of all the hard work put in during the offseason.
And not just by the players. You have front offices trying to retool to get better, and coaches scheming to get the most out of the players they have.
And that's a daily job, isn't it, all season long?
Staying on top of them, making sure that they have an understanding of what they are supposed to accomplish with each and every workout.
So the Utah Jazz able to put the first points up on the board. And they double up Jordan. Pippen, the pass to Carter. Left side, Jordan. 6 to shoot. Malone with the rebound.
The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Poked loose. On the wing, Stockton to the paint, and then Malone with the dunk.
Stockton loves finding the open teammate. Does it again here.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Here's Jordan. Got a hand on it.
Bill Cartwright. First personal foul. First team foul.
And so Edwards will bring it up for Utah. Malone looking around. On the wing, Stockton. 18 feet out. Malone controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Boy, cleaning up the glass and sending it right back down. Malone earning an extra possession for his team.
Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Take a look at the levitation. Just hanging, suspended in the air.
Gosh, it's fun to watch, and that's how he's able to slam it down with such ease.
He makes it look easy, but trust me, it's not that easy.
The shot's good from Eaton.
Smart of Malone to give it up there. He's a guy who usually finishes the play by himself.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. From deep, Jordan. It's rebounded by Malone. For Utah, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. Bulls have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Jordan with it, picked up by Malone.
Jordan's got a lot of flash to his game. A terrific guard, loves getting tricky with his ball handling.
Offense, here are the Jazz. They lead by 4. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls.
Last season, they got swept in a 2-game season series against this opponent. I'm sure they're looking for payback tonight.
This was one of the few opponents who really stuck it to them during what was otherwise an excellent season for them. You're right. They've got to have revenge on their minds tonight.
And that's a foul called on John Stockton. That's his first foul. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Purdue is checked in for Cartwright. King comes in for Grant. Hobson's checked in for Michael Jordan. And B.J. Armstrong has subbed in for Paxson. And stolen by Stockton. Fires from the wing. Count that one. "20 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Pippen. They get a hand on it. Hobson passes to Purdue. Here's Armstrong. And again, no good by Chicago. Fires away from outside. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that does it for the first quarter. Jazz lead by 8. 2K Sports back in a moment here at Chicago Stadium. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Utah.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
Now here's Brown over Armstrong. Brown, no good. Hobson passes to King. Off the mark and a bad shot there. Utah leading by 8. And the basket by Malone. Malone's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Jazz.
I like that they're putting in the work, trying to build this lead out.
Because in the NBA, no lead is safe.
They get it again. Purdue. Armstrong passes to King. And here's Jordan outside. Utah with the rebound. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Pass to Murdoch. Back to Malone. And the jam by Karl Malone.
Showing off the power right there. Karl Malone does not mess around down low.
Coach, they're ice cold on the offensive end.
Well, something has to change.
Gotta deal with 2K like youre. It's all in the game without EA. Highlights upon replay, top of the top 10, ESPN Sinclair. Let it all flow out. Maybe get your team together, y'all can all roll out. Try to find yourself. Just the question y'all would ask, calling Allen Iverson, but the answer didn't answer. I'm a two-way playmate, yeah, son of the steel. Shatter the glass like Shaquille O'Neal. Give me the mic, let me make this clear. Championship, they only float round here. Give it up. And what you doing tonight? I'm about to 2-3 jump your man's it's hate flight. It's a legendary moment. Tell your mama to tune in. Revolution never televised, only the truth is. It's the bright lights, first class flights. Perks of being the man of unsigned hype. Everybody here wanna be one of the greats. You got a lot of potential, but do you got what it takes? Championship, they only float round here. Cracking the code this year. Let them know I'm here. Call me the GOAT this year. Championships. 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 Championships only float round here.
First step back three. Nothing but the bottom of the net.
I'm Showtime. Irvin in his prime. Serving up the surface with poetic. Pulling back the curtain with a candy 40 shine. Only raindrop.
Let's bring out the starters for your Milwaukee Bucks at shooting guard.
2K Sports brings you the NBA on a Friday afternoon. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at the Bucks, off to a great start this season, currently in second. And checking out Charlotte, right now quite a ways down below. Here's the starting group for the Charlotte Hornets. Up to the forward spots, it's Hayward and Bridges. All out there with Miller. And it's Williams at the 5 down low. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis slot in at the small and power forward. Beasley is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Lopez in at the center. And Greg, on paper, this looks like a real mismatch. These teams have very different expectations.
And in any matchup like this, the early stages are important. The team coming in as a big underdog has to keep it close, otherwise things can go south in a hurry. Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
And here's the fast break. Right side, Williams. Beasley with the steal. Here's the break. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist by Lillard.
You forget sometimes about how gifted Lillard is as a passing guard. You want him running your point.
And what a stretch it's been, Brent, for this Milwaukee franchise. All started by the drafting of Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, just identifying him is one thing, Kevin. You got to also acknowledge the work that Giannis has. Had that not been the case in Milwaukee, you have to wonder whether he would have re-upped and signed that extension with the Bucks to continue his career here, and what would have happened in free agency.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Williams with the block. They retain possession. A shot by Hayward, wide open. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Offense clicking early here, 3 for 4 to start this one.
Bridges against Giannis. The rebound by LaMelo Ball. Looking at the last game for Milwaukee, it was a loss to the Celtics in Boston. Lopez outside. Kicks it down to Middleton. And the Bucks miss again.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Ball, no good.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Stolen by Ball. There's Williams, and it's Williams finishing it off.
And there's one aspect of the game LaMelo's not going to ignore, keeping his teammates involved and the offense working as a unit.
Now here's Middleton. Coming off a 12-point game his last outing.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Ball up top. There's the lob to Bridges. Oh, offensive interference.
Substitution on the court.
Bucks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Here's Giannis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Now, hard to get upset at the defense there. Antetokounmpo is no easy matchup down low in the paint.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. 2 shots.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. Some changes here for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Payne in for Lillard. The Hornets also changing it up. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Williams. Maladon comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Ball subbed in for Smith.
Think about Giannis and just how special of a player he is. We know off the court the endeavors he's into. I mean, this guy has really grown into a global ambassador for the game of basketball.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
There's 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Passes it to Portis. Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
And with that burst, you can count on LaMelo being the first up the court on the break. He won't miss a chance to get out and run.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. It's Charlotte. They lead by 5. And we'll be back in just a moment with... And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for the Hornets.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds that time. And here's a look at some numbers for LaMelo Ball.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
And Charlotte looking at who they've got. You've got Nick Richards. Smith is out there with LaMelo Ball. Then there's P.J. Washington. And it's McGowan's in at the 3 spot. And the foul called on Cameron Payne. That's his first foul. Greg, there has been some talk of having overtime played to a target score. Can you make the case for that?
I mean, more certainly on how long the broadcast will go, right, Kevin? And protecting players from the heavy minute loads that can result from those games that go into multiple overtimes. So I like that idea.
A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. Off target from outside. And Beasley has the ball here for the Milwaukee Bucks. They trail by 3. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Charlotte. Miller comes in for Smith. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Ball, no good. Bucks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Portis. And it's blocked. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Giannis Antetokounmpo could arguably be called the most feared slasher in league history. He says, I just tried to read the crowd, read the walls, and see where I can beat them. There's a second there that you can attack the seams and change your speed. I've done this 25 to 30 times every night, so I know what to look for. Kevin?
He definitely does, David. A master at his craft. Hey, D.A., thanks for the report. Looking to end his cold spell. And Ball with the lay-in. 9 points for LaMelo Ball.
LaMelo using that body control there, making a play off contact.
Middleton finds Beasley. Back to Middleton. A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. His 3-pointers off the mark. Hornets leading by 5. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That'll be his second foul of the game.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
Damian Lillard's checked in for the Bucks. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Williams, he's checked in for Nick Richards. Ball surveying the defense. Back to Miller. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists now in this one. And for Milwaukee, Gordon Hayward's checked in for the Hornets. Here's Antetokounmpo for 3. Beasley, and the Bucks miss again. The Hornets have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway.
And already his 3rd foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the 3rd quarter.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Yeah, and the confidence Bridges plays with really admirable. This guy knows he has the talent to compete in the NBA.
Bucks trail by 9. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Hornets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Taken 3rd overall in 2020, LaMelo Ball is a unique player. Like his brother Lonzo, very tall at the point at 6'6", and he'd much rather pass it than shoot it.
Here's Lillard, and the Bucks miss again. And so it's Charlotte holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed for the Charlotte Hornets.
Nobody really expected them to be ahead at this point, but that's why you play the games.
It's been proven in the NBA, any team can beat you if you don't come ready to play.
All right, and now let's talk about that point guard duel we've seen so far in the first half.
It's a battle between these two, trading blows, trading bows.
That'll do it for our show.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Man, we're seeing a tremendous game from LaMelo Ball.
Yeah, something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, if we were grading playmaking today, it's an A+ from him.
Beasley on the wing along with Middleton. Lopez is the pivot with Giannis to his side. And it's Lillard in at the 1. So that's who Adrian Griffin starts with in the second half. You know, Greg, if you look back at the Hornets' 22-23 season, there was a lot of adversity.
And that was a tough season for them all around. So many injuries. A lot of young players were forced into bigger roles, but they did get valuable experience out of them.
To the wing on the left. Bridges with some nice defense. And so Miller will bring it up for the Hornets. Ball. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in. Ball's got the lead up to 14 now for Charlotte. Here's Giannis. Williams with the block.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
The drive by Ball. And it's in there. Ball's got 18 points.
And we've come to expect big things from LaMelo offensively. He loves to attack you on that end.
And now a veteran in the NBA. You get the feeling every season is important to Dame Lillard.
Yeah, but I get the feeling, Greg, that it's just not enough. These individual accolades and these high-scoring seasons. Dame Lillard wants to play in competitive basketball late into June, so it's going to be about championships for him moving forward.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first.
And a quick look at the numbers for Middleton. He's putting up about 12 points a game, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And he's a nice scoring threat in their second unit, a guy who provides instant offense.
And he has really settled into this role. For some guys, maybe him, They'd rather come off the bench and do their damage.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. The Bucks making a switch here. Bojamp's checked in. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Smith is checked in. Lopez finds Giannis. That shot, no good. Good D by Williams.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Through the contact from long range, and he almost got the hoop to fall. Instead, he'll shoot 3 at the line.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Well, the last time GA the Hornets made the playoffs was back in 2016.
And that was during Steve Clifford's first stint with the organization. I'm sure that played a factor in their decision to bring him back as head coach.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Bridges got 4 rebounds in this game. The Hornets have converted 4 of 7 free throws on the night.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
And Miller reminds some of a young Paul George, a 6'9" athletic forward with great upside.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Williams comes in for P.J. Washington. And it's ball in for Smith. Right side, Ball. Buries it down low. Ball's got 20 points.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
LaMelo Ball getting it done for the Hornets. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
Still very early in the regular season. But, Grant, what's the most important thing coaches are working on at this stage?
You know, at this point, it's all about really just getting your rotation set, finding which guys work best together. You know, you have to figure out how to maximize the talent you have.
And now let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Charlotte Hornets. Hayward and Bridges at the small and power forward spots. Miller is out there with LaMelo Ball. And it's Williams in at the center position. And you think about the value of continuity, Clark. The new coaching staff for these Bucks. But the roster has had plenty of time to develop chemistry.
Well, I'll tell you what, Giannis is at the center of everything they do, BA, including winning that championship. Not many conflicting personalities certainly helps. And these guys are well molded together.
Taking a look at the Charlotte Hornets, Clark, a team that has struggled to find their identity.
And, you know, because of this, they've been very inconsistent, up and down. We've seen them beat some good teams, VA, but we've also seen them go on some bad losing streaks.
First team foul.
Ball against Lillard. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Bucks. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
You know, he attracts a lot of attention, and Lopez making the most of it there to set his teammate up with an open look.
Ball with it. He's picked up by Lillard. And there is the whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That'll be a second foul of the game.
He's sure drawing those whistles. A couple of quick ones here.
The Bucks making a switch here. Payne's checked in. Crafty move. And Ball throws it down.
That sudden burst by Ball is so effective, zipping in before the defense can react.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. There's the three. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. The Hornets have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. To the middle. Stolen by Payne. And the Bucks pushing it up now. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist by Lopez.
Could have been called a foul, but Giannis stayed locked in and focused.
Ball finds Bridges. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Middleton. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Middleton, a scorer by nature. That time showing you he can find his teammates, too.
Ball looks over the floor. Driving in. 44 seconds left in the first. Basket counts. Ball's got his second basket.
Boy, nice work that time by LaMelo Ball to follow the miss of his teammate. He's not afraid to get his hands dirty either.
Middleton outside. Soft touch off the glass. Already 7 lead changes. These teams are really going after each other.
It's been a brutal game to play, but a fun one to watch.
Offensive board.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lane.
Outside Payne. Ball with a steal. They're running.
Ball's handling the rock. He's going to find you. LaMelo's got incredible passing ability.
Middleton finds Antetokounmpo. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
He's taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
That one misses for Antetokounmpo.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him.
And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The Bucks on top. They're up by 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bucks.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
They've got Pat Connaughton, Bobby Portis out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Cam Payne, and it's Beauchamp in at the 2. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Well, Grand Hornets head coach Steve Clifford said that the team needs to start winning if they want to keep LaMelo Ball.
And he's not wrong, B.A. I mean, they view Ball as the cornerstone of the franchise, but they have to give him a reason to stay. He is indeed a special talent, and winning is his ultimate priority.
He buries it from 3.
Well, I love the feel Ball has when he should pull up or pass or whatever decision he has to make. His pace is outstanding.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Portis.
Part of passing the rock, it's calculating risk and reward. I don't think that was a great decision.
Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. Beasley comes in for Payne. Tips it up. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hornets. All right, a moment to check out some numbers for LaMelo Ball. The Hornets with a lead. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, Giannis Antetokounmpo says his greatest challenge lies within. He said, quote, "I don't compete with others. I just compete with myself. Every other night it's going to be another great player, but I just try to be consistent, have fun, enjoy the game, create art, and be the best I can be."
Artistry. I like it, Allie. Thank you.
First personal foul.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Charlotte.
They've made an effort to get out and run, using their speed in transition and scoring before the defense can get set.
You know, another point I'd like to add is that they've had tremendous success early on converting turnovers and turning those into points.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Connaughton comes in for Middleton, and Damian Lillard subbed in for Beauchamp. Hayward, he's checked in for Charlotte. Smith comes in for Ball. Well, Fred, how do the Bucks put the pieces back together and make a run at another title?
Well, the hope is this new coaching staff will unlock some new wrinkles and find ways to keep their offense from stalling in the clutch.
And you watch Charlotte. Boy, they play with pace, Grant.
Oh, B.A., they tend to get a lot of shots up. Heavy volume team, but when those shots are falling, they can compete against anyone.
Here's Charlotte. 9 points in a row. A good run going. Williams' shot is good.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. You take a look at the Bucks. They've started strong this year, holding the second-place spot. And, of course, the Charlotte Hornets behind 4.5 games.
Seeing where the Bucks are, you have to really give it to them. I mean, they are backing up all the preseason hype. They've been outstanding early.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
Out to Bridges. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. So that'll be a second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2.
At the line for the Hornets.
First one falls for him.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
Well, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Lopez, he's checked in for the Bucks. Chris Middleton comes in for Connaughton. Ball, he's checked in for Charlotte.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
At the line for the Hornets, Miles Bridges taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Well, it's so good to see players like Bridges improving season to season. You can tell he's putting the time and work in.
The Bucks have got nothing to go in this quarter. 0 for 5. Over to the left wing. Lopez, a good look. Yes. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lopez has got his first points of the game.
That's why you have to think twice before sending a double team at someone.
And Ball gets it to go.
Never lacking for sizzle in his game. That was a sweet move from Ball right there.
Here's Lillard. Off the left rim and out. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Well, they're winning for multiple reasons, right? I think at the top of that list is their rebounding. They're chasing every miss.
And now let's take a moment to look. And that's it for halftime.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. You look at LaMelo Ball in this game. He's been everywhere.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Steve.
One loser, when's he gonna lose? How much more's he gonna do? Why do you always got a point to prove?
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Thanks to Skylar Cole for that stirring rendition of our national anthem. And we'll be right back.
City on lock, they like when he gon' drop. We ain't had enough. Speaking down, but they know who coming up. And I'm still on my way. But the top don't look too far from me. Never caught off, not one too far from me. Never caught off, not one day. But I'm still on.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Denver Nuggets. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at the Nuggets. Here in the early part of the season, they've acquired the third best record in the conference.
And you know, for the Nuggets, they've gotten off to a terrific start this year. We knew they were capable of playing terrific basketball, and so far, they have not disappointed.
Yeah, and there really hasn't been any feeling out process for them at the start of the season. They were in peak form immediately.
Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Sharing the wing spots, it's Caldwell Pope and Porter. Underneath in the post, it's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Jackson in a point guard. And for the Knicks, Randall will step in at the 4 with Robinson as the center. Then it's R.J. Barrett. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Grimes in at the 2 spot. Each team has played more than just a few games. This deep into the season, Doris, is it too early to call a team or a player a surprise?
I think so, because the year is so long. So often we'll see a team in the first 20 games either outperform or underperform what we expect, and they'll usually find their level. Long arms, tremendous athleticism, and pursuit of the basketball. Mitchell Robinson working the glass right now.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. And with Jokic now a Finals MVP and an NBA champion, Greg.
Players ever. He started to pile up the hardware and awards. Amazing what he could accomplish the next few years.
Free throw, no good for Jokic. When you look at this Knicks roster, Greg, this is a team that feels it can make a deep playoff push.
And they have their stars. They have tons of young talent. Developing that talent and adding a piece or two should get them where they want to go.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time.
Aaron Gordon.
That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Now Brunson. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24. 4 points a game. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. This their first look at this year's New York squad.
Yeah, and last year it didn't matter whether it was on the home or on the road. They failed to take a game from either of the two meetings.
You know, they may have lost some confidence coming off those losses last year. They know their roster is similarly talented. You wonder if that provides extra motivation in this matchup this season.
And here's Jokic. After Jalen Brunson getting his shot to go from deep.
Oh, Jokic with attitude there. Love it.
Brunson the pass to Robinson. It's hauled in by Gordon. It was the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to the Magic in Orlando. Jokic finds Caldwell Pope. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
And I feel like Jokic has 360-degree vision. I mean, no matter where the open man is, he's going to find it.
Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Robinson with the block. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And it's continuous. Caldwell Pope with the foul. That's his first foul. Denver making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
Now, here's Quickly. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Hart kicks to Quickly. And there's another one for the Knicks.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
And he bangs it home with one hand.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Driving inside. No good that time. Randall with some nice D. The Knicks leading by 5. And the pass to Gordon. Kicks it to Porter. Here's Najee. Over Robinson. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
Substitution on the court.
Brunson with a clean look. Jokic grabs the miss.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And so the first. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
They've got Dante DiVincenzo. Emmanuel quickly out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Hartenstein in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 for New York right now. Here's Hartenstein, and the layup falls. Hartenstein's got the lead up to 5 now for the Knicks. We know Doris officiating is always going to be a point of contention, but some teams let it affect them more than others.
And Kevin, that can obviously have a major difference in so many of the games. And for me, a lot of times it comes down to maturity. Teams that dwell on calls are going to have issues, particularly in big games. Let the coach worry about the officials. You play.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Now, some people play with a chip on their shoulder, feeling they don't get enough recognition. I can tell you that's not Nikola Jokic. Nuggets coach Michael Malone said he's not going to bed at night wondering why no one's talking about it. He doesn't care. He's reading his books on horses. We're winning games, and he's happy. If he's happy, I'm happy. Kevin, I'm happy too.
You've always been happy, D.A. Hey, thanks. That was good stuff. Appreciate the report.
Boy, the maturation of Brunson is really special. This guy, phenomenal as scorer and facilitator.
Well, we know they like having Brunson out there, Greg, a player they can run the entire offense through.
no doubt. And he can be trusted on to take the keys and just run things effectively. He keeps mistakes to a minimum, and he's a solid creator for his teammates.
Puts it up from 7. And the Knicks miss again. Nuggets have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Here's Gordon. Pass to Brown. There's the 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That'll be the second game of a 5-game homestand. Here's Barrett. To the hoop. And then jammed down as he goes right over Jokic.
Boy, you love that he wants to finish with authority, sending a message to the defense. R.J. Barrett.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. The Nuggets trail by 3. Puts it up from 15. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Jackson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
We know Reggie Jackson has the quickness to get inside and the toughness to make a play, folks.
The Knicks making a switch here. Randall's checked in, and Denver with a change here, too. Porter's checked in. Jackson hits both of them. Greg, no secret, this Nuggets offense revolves around the 2-time MVP, Nikola Jokic.
He's the driving force, no doubt. But, Kevin, they've done a good job surrounding him with the right kind of players, guys that can defend, shoot, and play without the ball.
And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the New York Knicks. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You'd like to see a shot go in. Nicely done.
24-16.
Jackson passes to Jokic. Robinson pulls it in. Here's Barrett. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. And so we wrap up the first half. Knicks out front, up by 8. And Jess, thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Well, I think for the Knicks, they've had a great start to the season as we thought they might. They play together. They play for one another.
And now let's talk about this one. Man, what a great start for the New York Knicks.
Well, there's no secret. Their bench performance is the...
And that's a halftime wrap.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, underneath in the post, it's Gordon and Jokic. Sharing the wing spots, it's Caldwell Pope and Porter. And it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. Barrett with the ball. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. Clock at 6. From deep, Brunson. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. The Nuggets trail by 6. And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And so here's Denver. Jokic. And a miss there off the inbound. Brunson against Jackson. Outside for Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Well, the emphatic finish from Julius Randall. Get off your feet, young sir.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here.
Timeout.
Well,
This takeaway, when you look at his numbers, is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, Boy, he is not missing.
And here we go, the fast break. Brunson's got it. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. You know, Jalen Brunson, for the NBA at least, is small in stature, but his tremendous footwork enables him to operate inside and out. He says, I've tried to make my game for what I had as versatile as possible. I've got to be crafty. I'm not jumping out of the gym. I'm not racing down the floor in 2 seconds, but I'm going to keep you off balance. Kevin?
Oh, I love his game. David, I know you do as well. Hey, thank you.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that latent ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
So the Nuggets will try to defend their title. Greg, what do you think of their chances?
They're as deep as any team in the league, headlined by the two-time MVP in his prime. But this league is more wide open than it's been in recent memory. They will be challenged.
And you will quickly, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson. And Denver also making a switch. Zeke Naji, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. He's gone 3 for 4 from the line.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Greg, you spent your first 4 seasons playing in New York. What's that like?
When the Knicks are winning, Kevin, there is no place you'd rather be. The fans are incredibly smart, loyal, and they'll treat you like a king. But no doubt that media pressure is for real.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Randall has got excellent handles, so you have to respect him off the dribble jive.
Jackson dishes to Gordon. Here's Porter. It's rebounded by New York. Randall's got 6 rebounds in the game. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Grimes passes to Barrett. And Barrett slams it in.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Back to Jackson. Gordon with no one around. And another miss by Denver. Here's Grimes. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's New York. Their lead at 15 going. And now we take a listen into the recent huddle from.
Right back, man. Let's go score, stop, score.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Front court spots filled by Barrett and Randall. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Grimes in at the 2. That's the 5 for New York right now.
Well, Mitchell Robinson knows who he is. A vertical spacer. What a pretty dunk.
Here's Jackson. Near the 3-point line, it's Porter. Robinson pulls it in.